The Baltimore Ravens have been at the center of a swirl of speculation lately, and the chatter around Todd Monkin's potential future has intensified in ways that are impossible to ignore. Michigan, a program with a storied history and a relentless pursuit of excellence, appears to be conducting some preliminary research into the Ravens' offensive coordinator. Sources from both college and NFL circles have indicated that Michigan has started vetting Monkin, signaling that conversations could take place very soon. What makes this development particularly intriguing is the timing. Reports suggest that the university hoped to have decisions finalized by Christmas, which adds a layer of urgency to an already dynamic situation. Todd Monkin's name has emerged repeatedly in discussions about head coaching prospects, and this is not without reason. His track record with Baltimore over the past several seasons showcases both consistency and adaptability, characteristics that any top-tier college program would covet. Looking back at his tenure with the Ravens, it becomes clear why Monkin is drawing attention. Even in a season that has seen a slight regression compared to prior years, the Ravens still boast the league's most efficient rushing attack in terms of yards per attempt. Their passing game, despite injuries and inconsistent performances from key receivers, ranks solidly in the middle of the league. To contextualize this, consider that into consecutive seasons, Baltimore's offense dominated in nearly every statistical category, with 2024 marking a season where they led in both rushing and passing, while ranking at the very top in yards and yards per drive. 2023 was similarly impressive, with the team ranking near the top across multiple offensive metrics, while the current year has presented more challenges. Monkin's influence on Lamar Jackson and the overall offensive scheme is undeniable, demonstrating a capacity to adjust and innovate under varying circumstances. What adds complexity to this conversation is the broader context surrounding the Ravens' organization. The future of John Harbaugh, the team's long-tenured head coach, remains uncertain, and with that uncertainty comes speculation about the coaching staff's direction. Any coordinator in Monkin's position must naturally consider their trajectory, especially if there is a potential shake-up at the top. Monkin himself has been candid about these dynamics, acknowledging that his focus remains on the team and the upcoming games. Yet it is impossible to ignore that high-profile opportunities like Michigan do not present themselves often. His collegiate coaching background, including multiple national championships at Georgia, combined with his NFL experience, gives him a rare versatility that appeals to programs seeking both tactical acumen and leadership. It is also worth noting that Monkin has demonstrated a remarkable ability to work with the personnel at hand, adapting strategies to maximize player strengths. This has been particularly evident with the Ravens, where he has successfully integrated players from varied backgrounds and skill sets into a cohesive offensive system. Patrick Ricard, for instance, has seen a role that has evolved under Monkin's guidance, illustrating the coordinator's knack for flexibility and forward-thinking schemes. At the same time, the Ravens' current season has highlighted some challenges, including inconsistent starts and occasional lapses in execution, which are natural in any high-pressure environment but provide talking points for analysts and fans alike. Yet, despite these moments, Monkin's creativity and competitive mindset continue to shine through, marking him as a coach who could thrive in a head coaching capacity. As speculation around the Ravens and their coaching future grows, the ripple effects extend beyond just Monkin and Harbaugh. Players, executives, and the broader organizational structure all feel the impact of these potential changes. Lamar Jackson's position, for example, has become a focal point in discussions about team direction, contract considerations, and long-term strategy. The interplay between the quarterback's performance, injury history, and the team's offensive philosophy adds another layer of complexity. Jackson's availability has generally been strong throughout his career, with only a few missed games due to injury or strategic rest. Despite this, the media and fans often scrutinize him intensely, highlighting any mistakes or setbacks as if they are unique to him. While similar situations with other quarterbacks around the league go largely unquestioned, the pressure mounting on John Harbaugh, in contrast, is less often dissected in terms of in-game decisions, and more in terms of long-term leadership and playoff results. The Ravens' playoff record over the past decade has been a frequent topic of conversation, and while Jackson's performance is naturally linked to team outcomes, the responsibility of coaching, game planning, and roster management ultimately rests with the head coach. This dynamic underscores the uncertainty facing Baltimore, as decisions made over the next few weeks could shape the team's direction for years to come. Monkin's potential move to a high-profile college program like Michigan represents not just a career opportunity, but a signal of the fluidity and interconnectedness of professional and collegiate football landscapes. Navigating these waters requires careful consideration. The Ravens' immediate focus, of course, remains on their next game. But the background chatter about coaching changes, player futures, and organizational strategy cannot be ignored. Monkin's history of transparency, accountability, and detailed communication with the media adds another dimension to his profile, painting him as a professional who not only strategizes effectively, but also embodies the qualities of leadership essential for a head coach. Whether Baltimore retains its current coaching staff, promotes from within, or brings in new leadership, Monkin's name is one that will continue to surface in discussions about the future of the franchise. The interplay between the college football world and the NFL adds yet another intriguing angle to this narrative. Coaches with Monkin's experience bridge the gap between the two spheres, bringing innovative offensive schemes, adaptability, and a proven track record of success. Michigan's interest is therefore understandable. Any program seeking a head coach with a blend of college championship pedigree and NFL-caliber tactical knowledge would see Monkin as an ideal candidate. The timeline of discussions, whether they extend over weeks or are expedited, adds pressure, but also clarity, as stakeholders look to secure a strategic advantage before other potential candidates emerge. Meanwhile, the Ravens themselves continue to contend with a challenging season, navigating injuries, roster adjustments, and the uncertainties that come with high-level competition. Monkin's role in shaping game plans, mentoring players, and adapting strategies has been pivotal. And while questions about consistency and execution arise, his overall contribution remains significant. The balance between immediate performance and long-term career decisions exemplifies the intricate web of considerations facing coaches at this level. As the Ravens prepare for their next matchup, all eyes are on the interplay of performance, leadership, and future prospects. The questions surrounding Harbaugh's tenure, Jackson's trajectory, and Monkin's potential opportunities create a dynamic narrative that keeps fans, analysts, and insiders engaged. Each game, each decision, and each announcement has the potential to shift perceptions, influence careers, and redefine the organization's path. For Monkin, this period represents both a professional challenge and a potential breakthrough, as his track record, adaptability, and innovative approach to football position him as a leading figure in coaching circles. The unfolding situation illustrates the broader reality of professional football, where talent, timing, and strategic foresight intersect to shape careers and franchises alike. As the Baltimore Ravens navigate this pivotal moment in their season, the spotlight continues to fall heavily on John Harbaugh. Pressure has been mounting on him for months, intensified by the swirling conversations around team performance, playoff aspiration, and the future of key figures like Lamar Jackson. The dynamics within the organization are complex, with each decision carrying implications for players, coaches, and executives alike. Harbaugh's leadership has long been characterized by stability and strategic vision, yet the current climate has introduced a level of scrutiny and uncertainty rarely seen in his tenure. Observers have debated everything from offensive execution to player development, while the broader narrative has been complicated by speculation regarding potential coaching changes and Monkin's own career trajectory. Lamar Jackson remains central to these discussions, while criticisms of Jackson's game or availability have circulated widely. A careful look at his history shows a player who has consistently demonstrated resilience, skill, and a remarkable ability to perform under pressure. Injuries have limited him on a few occasions, but Jackson has generally been available and impactful, a testament to both his preparation and adaptability. The challenge for the Ravens lies not just in Jackson's performance, but in how the organization structures its strategy around him, how the offensive line protects him, and how the coaching staff adapts to the evolving defensive schemes they face each week. Jackson's dual threat capabilities are unique in the league, and leveraging them effectively requires both innovation and a willingness to adjust on the fly, qualities that have defined Todd Monkin's approach as offensive coordinator, despite the questions surrounding both the quarterback and the head coach. The Ravens season is far from static. Every game introduces variables that can shift momentum, alter narratives, and influence future decisions. Harbaugh's position, though under intense scrutiny, remains a cornerstone of the organization's strategy, and his ability to manage personnel, inspire players, and adapt schemes is still a critical factor in Baltimore's performance. Yet the broader conversation has increasingly focused on the inevitability of choice. The Ravens cannot sustain uncertainty indefinitely. Decisions about leadership, whether retaining Harbaugh or transitioning to new coaching perspectives, will ripple through the roster, affecting player morale, strategic planning, and long-term team culture. Todd Monkin's potential move to Michigan illustrates how high-profile coaching careers intersect between the NFL and college football. His versatility, experience, and innovative offensive mind make him a compelling candidate for programs seeking immediate impact and long-term success for Baltimore. The possibility of losing Monkin introduces additional complexity into an already nuanced situation. Promoting from within or hiring externally both carry consequences, and each path has implications for team cohesion, strategic continuity, and player development. Monkin's reputation for adaptability and leadership, coupled with his ability to mentor players like Jackson, positions him as a coach whose absence would be keenly felt if he were to pursue opportunities elsewhere. The ongoing debate surrounding Harbaugh, Jackson, and Monkin highlight a recurring theme in professional football: the interplay between talent, leadership, and organizational strategy. Players like Jackson, whose abilities are exceptional, rely on a coaching framework that maximizes their skills while minimizing exposure to risk. Simultaneously, head coaches must balance immediate performance with long-term planning, fostering an environment where personnel can develop while competing at the highest level. The Ravens' situation exemplifies these dynamics, as every decision, be it on play calling, personnel adjustments, or broader strategic direction, has significant implications for both the current season and the franchise's future trajectory. In recent weeks, narratives have emerged questioning Harbaugh's relationship with key players, particularly Jackson. Reports of frustration, disagreement, or fatigue within the coaching dynamic have surfaced, though they often conflict with public statements and observed interactions. Harbaugh has consistently emphasized his commitment to Jackson, describing their relationship as strong and rooted in mutual respect. This transparency underscores the challenges of leadership under scrutiny, where media narratives and fan expectations can create additional pressure, even in the absence of internal discord. For Harbaugh, navigating these narratives requires careful management of both public perception and internal team dynamics, balancing accountability with support for his players. The Ravens' roster composition, injuries, and mid-season adjustments further complicate the narrative. Offensive line performance, key defensive matchups, and situational decisions on the field all influence how both players and coaches are evaluated. Jackson, while undeniably talented, has faced adversity in the form of missed blocks, late hits, and evolving defensive strategies aimed specifically at limiting his impact. Harbaugh's challenge is to optimize the system to protect his quarterback while maintaining offensive effectiveness. Monkin's role in designing and executing schemes that leverage Jackson's dual threat capabilities remains critical, and any potential changes to the coaching staff could directly affect how the offense operates moving forward. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. The Baltimore Ravens have reportedly made a bold move behind the scenes, sending shockwaves through NFL circles. Sources close to the team suggest that quarterback Lamar Jackson has restructured his contract in a strategic maneuver designed to free up salary cap space, fueling speculation about a potential blockbuster signing. While the Ravens have remained tight-lipped, insiders hint that the front office is positioning itself to bring in a high-profile player, someone capable of transforming the team's offensive dynamics and complementing Jackson's electrifying style on the field. Jackson, known for his dual threat capabilities, has been a cornerstone of Baltimore's offense, but the restructuring of his deal could signal a new era of ambition for the franchise. Analysts argue that this move gives the Ravens unprecedented flexibility, potentially allowing them to chase a marquee talent who can immediately impact both the passing and running games. Speculation ranges from elite wide receivers to top-tier defensive stars, with fans eagerly awaiting any hint of the front office's next big gamble. The timing of the contract adjustment has raised eyebrows. Many insiders suggest it is more than just a financial recalibration. It may reflect a calculated strategy to elevate Baltimore into a stronger playoff contender. While no official announcements have been made. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing, with pundits debating who might be on the Ravens' radar and how such a signing could reshape the team's offensive schemes. Jackson himself has reportedly embraced the idea of playing alongside a game-changing addition, signaling his willingness to adapt and continue leading a team that clearly has championship aspiration. The move has sparked conversation across social media, with fans speculating about the magnitude of the talent Baltimore could pursue if the rumors hold any weight. The NFL may be about to witness one of the most intriguing roster maneuvers of the season. As the speculation intensifies, one thing is clear: the Ravens are sending a message that they are not content with mediocrity. Lamar Jackson's restructured contract may be the key that unlocks a bold, aggressive strategy, potentially redefining the team's trajectory and making Baltimore a destination for top-tier talent. While the details remain under wraps, insiders agree that this maneuver is anything but ordinary, hinting at an ambitious offseason that could reverberate across the league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.